I want to take a minute to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. We know that you have jobs, families, other events, and so I want to take a moment to just say thank you so much for joining us tonight to hear this remarkable story. I want to thank Bill and Sally Wallace for being here with us. I got the opportunity to visit with them today for a couple hours on the way back from Dallas. Fabulous, fabulous people, and we are so thankful to have you here. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to mention our sponsors that made this evening possible. In alphabetical order. That's been my life today. First of all, Mike Breedlove, Randy Childress with Edward Jones, the East Texas Communities Foundation, Fourth Partner, Diane Hack Gould, Henry and Peters, the L&T Management Group with Merrill Lynch, Prothero Wilhelmi and Company, Steve Mills with Trinity Capital Management, and Trinity Mother Frances Hospital. If you would, give them a round of applause. This journey, and it has been a journey, began several years ago when Roger Johnson, which most of you know, ran into Phil Cabetta at an industry meeting. And Phil approached Roger and said, "Roger, I'd like to tell you about this program that can allow you to earn the designation of a CAP, which stands for Chartered Advisor in Philanthropy." And Roger said, "Phil, I appreciate it. Many of you in this room have heard this story. I have all the initials that I need. I need to buy a vowel. I'm not interested in any more designations." Anyway, Phil went on to tell Roger, "No, just hang on a minute. Let me tell you about the impact that this can make in your community."
Is that better?
Okay. Details. No big deal. Anyway, they visited about it, and Roger came back, and we started talking about the idea. They thought it was a good idea, too. Yay! We began to consider the idea of not only obtaining the designation of Chartered Advisor in Philanthropy, but doing it in a way that would allow us to connect with other professionals in our community. So we started talking about the idea of a study group. You know, we could sit and we could read a book, and we could go take a test, and we could get a designation, and we could even get a pin. But how much better would it be if we could sit around the table with people from all disciplines and learn together and talk together about how these issues affect us as a financial advisor or a nonprofit or a CPA or an attorney. So anyway, the idea just went on, and we thought, that's a really good idea. The idea grew and grew, and in 2011, we organized a group of 30 professionals in Dallas and launched the very first study group in Dallas, Texas. These professionals included attorneys, CPAs, stockbrokers, financial advisors, life insurance professionals, and nonprofit organizations. Every other Tuesday for 9 months, we would meet for lunch and discuss the course material, which there's 3 courses. Anyway, at the end of the 3-course curriculum, every advisor had obtained the Chartered Advisor in Philanthropy designation. The study group was such a success that we began planning the 2012 study group for Dallas. And many of you know we have an office in Dallas, and so Roger and I make many trips back and forth. And on one trip back from Dallas after a CAT class, we started talking. You know, this is something that needs to be in our backyard. So we talked and we talked and we talked. In February of 2012, we began the first CAT class in Tyler. Again, this was a mixture of successful professionals in Tyler that came together every other Tuesday for a 7 o'clock breakfast. So, in my opinion, The Tyler CAP class was much more dedicated, that first one, because anybody that has to see the first 5 on the clock is really committed. Okay? I don't like the first 5 on the clock. But anyway, in 2012, we had many professionals from our community complete and graduate with the designation of Charter Advisor in Philanthropy. At this time, I'd like each of you here tonight to stand and be recognized. 2012 graduates. As a result of the huge success in Tyler in 2012, we embarked on yet another class in Tyler. Our current study group meets every other Tuesday for lunch. I gotta vote this year. It's great. A year of breakfast can just burn a girl out. But anyway, at this time, I'd like to recognize our current class of CAP participants on their way to earning the CAP designation. So if you're a current CAP participant, please stand and be recognized.